Alright, July update. Now I did my June Rico's Nano Tank Challenge, kind of the beginning of June. It was at the end of July, so it's almost like a 6 or 8 week update, maybe 7 weeks. And so, you know, a decent amount's gone on. If anybody hasn't seen the Rico's Nano Challenge, it's a 1-year competition, starts on January 1st, runs to December 31st, and it was a YouTube open challenge to anybody who wanted to get in on it. And I've seen 20 something maybe regulars that are posting every month one video on YouTube and then weekly pictures on Instagram at hashtag Rico's Nano Challenge 2018 if you want to follow. Some neat stuff going on. Definitely some front runners. I feel like I'm hanging in there, but I've seen some pretty nice reefs also, so we'll see what happens. Still got the Platinum Percula Casper and the Tail Spot Blenny, and there's a green banded goby in there. He came in at about 3/4 of an inch, and he's grown to about an inch, and he's fun to look for and look around. Myriad of crabs, hermit crabs, and a couple of snails, and that's the livestock. Corals, all kinds of stuff. Blastos, Cyphastria, Zoa Garden, Acan Garden, Leptosiris, Fabia all over the top. And I'll come in a little closer here and show you. But that's been going good. So let's take a look. No losses. Some of the pieces did not like my tank so much, so I had to move them to the big tank in the living room. But this is kind of what's going on with the Fabia. There's a pink leather at the top, which I'm still waiting to open up. But I'm really enjoying the Fabia for sure. And at the top, as you can see in the back, I got the green star polyp frags that I put all across the back. They're opening up a little more, and now I have an arch where before I had a just little pieces. So it's coming. It hasn't gone up, but I'm not using a ton of light, so I didn't expect, you know, miracles. This side of the rock structure has some acans and some Leptosiris. The acans, they do okay. The Lepto really loves it, the John Deere. And then, of course, we've got some always frags coming in. You know, I always just find some room. Nice little Zoa Garden. You can see the algae on the Zoa Garden. Get to that in a minute. Phosphates have been an issue. There's some new Fabia that came in. There's a Jason Fox alligator scale one. And then, of course, one of my favorites, my intergalactic mushroom, which is cool because I don't know if you can see them back there. There's 2 heads in the back that the thing has walked and left 2 behind. There's another one underneath it. So I've got 4 now in a matter of like a month, which is awesome. One of the first pieces I put in here was this Cyphastria. It's got more of a blue base. Looks green on the camera. But you can see, so that's the biggest example of growth in my tank for sure. And as you can see, the idea is to just cover that whole piece. There's some Blastos sneaking out under there. They love it, low light. They can't get enough under there. Let me see if I can brighten. Yeah, so you can see them a little bit. This pagoda cup here was, I mean, you can almost see the original skinny. It was one of the first corals to go into, and it's been getting out real nice. This Galaxia, I'm not even sure what type of Galaxia. It's got little stalks. It's not like my other Galaxia. It's supposed to be an orange Galaxia, but it's cool. It's like my little torch coral in this, you know, tiny 14-gallon biocube. Oh, there's my, where'd he go? There he is. There's the green banded goby. There he goes. So yeah, he's always darting around. And he's gotten bigger. He's cool. I mean, thought we got a tiny fish. He's still a little bit bigger than a quarter now. So the Bower Binky, nasty coral, always expels its guts and tries to eat everything around it. That's why it got over here to the corner, but it's awesome. and it's like my little LPS fix there for the tank. This rock at the bottom with all the green mushrooms on it, I put 8 mushrooms on it. They've walked, created more, but that's making a really nice neon green mushroom rock. Recordia's back there doing just fine. And then let's see if I can show you all this cyphastria I put over here. Still kind of hard to see, but you can see a few pieces. That's an alien pox in the middle. It's a little harder to see. Skittles on the bottom left. Skittles bomb. Grape ape or something, a purple on purple over there. And then the, what is that one? It's not Looney Tunes. It's the one that looks like it. The cyphastria that looks like Looney Tunes. I know somebody out there screaming at the screen going, I know what it is. But it's fun. It's a good one. So we saw that. A little better view of the Soa garden. And then this side of the tank, there's still that sun coral on the back. I haven't seen it open in a while, but it's still there. And then kind of that. So let's switch over to white light, and I'll show you what's going on with the tank. So, equipment review. Still running the Zet light, 15 watt, you know, awesome growth coral. Mostly blue all day long, just a little bit of white. Got my screen there. The Aquamax still kicking. ATO doing good. The Innovative Marine Nano, so that was my phosphate thing. I've been trying to get phosphates under control for a while now. What I finally ended up with, I had GFO in that thing. It clumped up. It wouldn't run. What I finally ended up with was the Seachem Phosguard. Okay? And the reason being, it's little pellets. So when you put it in this particular reactor, it doesn't clog up and it flows. And so that's been working really well. And I've finally got some phosphate management that works in the system. I had to experiment a few different ways. I've got a Chaeto reactor down here, and it may have slowed down growth in that a little bit, but it's still full of Chaeto. But I wouldn't mind taking that offline and just using the Phosguard. It'd take one pump out of here. I got a pump in here and feeding that, and so it wouldn't make me mad to take a pump out, and wouldn't run as hot and things like that. So I run it with a Reef Keeper light down here. There's my Zeovit. It's the Nano pack. I run it with a Reef Keeper light, Digital Aquatics, and it's about 2.5 years old. And so sale came up, and well, there you go. That's an Apex Junior. Let's see. Yeah. Apex Junior with PM1. And so that gives me a pH probe for the calc monitoring and basically everything I need to switch it over. And that's what it is right now. It's running a little warm, but fan kicks on. I guess I run between 79 and 80. But so I've got my switch back there. Switchboard and the Reef Keeper light. I might as well turn these around so you can see them. This is sponge power, vitalizer, amino acid. Okay, and I've used that for a long time in my nano tanks, and it just works good. I run my other tank on Aquaforest, and that's been going good too, so nothing to complain about. The ATO down here, 2-gallon container, that's full of Kalkwasser, 2 tablespoons per gallon with 90 milliliters of vinegar. So 15 milliliters per tablespoon. That's the max I can get it. There's the BRS pump in the back. It's actually going off right now. The peristaltic, 1.1 milliliter per minute. And so that dosage calc keeps my alkalinity at 8.5. I don't check my calcium. I don't check my magnesium. I do water changes with HW Marine Mix. I'm actually going to switch over to Fritz, but at RPM because it's cheaper. But I do about a 20% water change every week, and that seems to keep it happy. And and life is good on the reef. So I've really been enjoying everybody else's videos, and the success that everybody else has been having. I'm enjoying this tank a lot, and I really can't wait to see what happens as everybody's tanks keep maturing, even past the 1 year mark. There's going to be some neat things going on. So we'll see you next month.